Hello, I'm naxx Strength of the Inward Eye. This is the Four Horses informative video. We'll be starting off this pool by pulling Skull and X to the front of the room. Skull will be on the forward left side, and X is going to be on the forward right side. The two other mobs will go to their respective spots in the back of the room. Now, for Skull, all you have to do is stack up on top of him, because you do this because he drops comets from the sky, and if a single person takes this hit, they'll probably die. But if you stack up, the damage will be spread throughout the raid and will not be taken as badly. Once the mob puts 3 debuffs on you, they'll be switched out, which is being done as we speak. As you can see, they pulled X to the forward left side, and Skull is now on the forward right side of the room. For the X mob, there's nothing much to it. You just have to hit the guy. You don't have to stack up or anything. You just have to wait for 3 debuffs again on this one. This is done by all 4 of the mobs, keep in mind. They'll be switching the mobs out again right now. As you can see, we're having a little bit of trouble because the other tank accidentally taunted both the mobs, but our Death Knight was smart enough, and he got the mob over here. Not saying that the Pally tank isn't smart. Sorry, the Lawgiver. Wahaha. Anyway, the Skull is just a tank and spank again. We had to kind of cut the DPS time short on this because we got both stacks again. Now I think, right here I ran into a little bit of trouble. You'll see in a second. All you have to do right again is just attack this mob. But if you look, right now I had to run away because I accidentally have 6 stacks of that red debuff because I was standing too close to the Skull mob. It's a pretty big range, so I had to stay back here until that debuff wears off. Now I'm coming back in. Okay, so I'm on the Skull mob again. This is the fight. There's nothing much to it. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, so Skull is down. Our tank is going over to pull the X over to our side to finish him off. The other group is going to the back side and going to go back there and start helping on the other 2 knights. We're going to finish off the X and then go join them in a second. Okay, now that X is down, we'll be heading to the back of the room to help with the Shadow Knight. Keep in mind these knights do the 3 debuffs as well, so you have to watch yourself. The black circles on the ground are just doing heavy damage. Step out of them, you're good to go. I'll be going over here to the white knight now because we have 3 stacks. Just attack this guy. The closest person to him is going to be taking the hateful bolts, and just keep heals on him, it'll be fine. I couldn't tell you this before, but since we're back here, I'll tell you now. The back of the room, when the pool first starts, you have to have 2 healers in the back of the room, 1 on each side, taking the bolts from the 2 mobs back here. If no one's back here taking the bolts, you're gonna wipe the raid that way. They do an AoE attack, both of them, throughout the entire room, which will kill everybody in the room. And that's the boss fight. It's nothing hard. Once you get the hang of it, it's gonna be pretty easy. On 25 man, all the mobs do more damage, so you're gonna have to put more people in the back, but that's pretty much the boss fight. And for anyone that doesn't know this, the chest is where you collect your loot. This has been the Four Horses informative video. I hope it's been informative and to your liking. The Guild's the Inward Eye, Server Glodon, Raid naxx, editor, me, Alk, and thanks to the Raiders of the Inward Eye. Much appreciated. Have a good day. See y'all next time.